didn't look old. There was a time when modern meant new, up to date. But now, this modern house is over 60 years old, and it needs work. That's why this modern old house is our new project. What happened to all this plumbing here?
I've never seen anything like this before. There's already rot going on in that trunk.
So what have you found up here?
Well, a bit of a surprise.
It's really the classic plumber's lament.
Nice. See this main roof form? We just pull that forward so it's even where this existing deck is.
Definitely says mid-century modern.
Money's in the detail.
That is beautiful. Hi there, I'm O'Connor, and welcome back to This Old House, where today we start a brand new project. This is Coolidge Corner, the heart of Brookline, Massachusetts, which is a suburb that sits just next to Boston. And this part of town really got going back in the 1800s when they brought the train to town. Many of the homes in this neighborhood were built back in that era, and they're still standing today. But ours is not one of them. Ours is from a different era, and I'm going to go check it out as soon as my ride gets here. Tommy, I was not expecting you to pick me up in a classic car. This thing is awesome.
It's pretty cool. This is a 1957 Chevrolet. And you know, one of my first cars that I had was a 1957 Chevrolet, and it was black.
You had one of these?
I did. I paid $125 for it.
You've been rolling in style for a long time.
And you know what? The project house that we're working on this year just happened to be built in 1957.
I love it. So it won't be the first modern house we've worked on. We did the Bauhaus style home. We did probably, 13, 14 years ago?
13 years ago, yeah. And that needed a lot of work.
Yeah.
I mean, the idea back then was to keep it simple. They introduced vertical siding. They introduced plywood. Plywood came along, and that was used. And they also liked to mix and match materials outside. They like big windows and simple roof lines.
And that was sort of the game plan for these modern homes. It was an idea that form should follow function, that there shouldn't be a lot of ornamentation, and
Right.
those materials you talk about, that was introducing sort of newer materials, ones that we hadn't used in those ways before.
That's right. And the idea of it was they wanted to try to build these houses cheaper.
Well, I'll tell you what, it may not be our oldest. Yep, there it is. And it's all of those hallmarks you were talking about.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at it, it's really just a simple box. It has the vertical siding, a very shallow pitched roof, large windows, plate glass windows that don't even open, and simple trim.
Definitely says mid-century modern.
Yes, it does.
Let's go meet the homeowners.
Okay.
Hey, Nia. Hi, Sunil. How are you?
How are you?
Good.
Good to see you.
Nice to see you
Good
both.
to see you again.
We have not met your daughter yet. Who is this?
Nisa, say hi.
Hi, Nisa. How old is she?
She's 2.
She's 2. All right, so the whole family is here. So I want to hear your guys' story. You work nearby, right? Both doctors.
Yeah. We both work at Boston Children's Hospital, which is pretty close by, as you mentioned.
Right.
It's about 1.2 miles, and we hope to be able to walk to Children's Hospital,
Which you can do from here.
which we can. Yeah, we hope to do that on most days. And,
Right.
and if we are unable to, I guess there's a bus that comes right here at the corner and it takes us directly to the hospital. It's a pretty convenient location for us.
Perfect. Well, we want to see everything. I've got an appointment in the basement with Richard. I think she's got an appointment with her nap, right? So I'll leave you guys to it. All right. Our house is a split level, so this lower bedroom right here is about 6 steps down from the main level. Hey, Richard.
Hey, how are you?
All right.
So they have a full bathroom here to serve the bedrooms.
Okay.
Another bedroom right here. You know, I grew up in a house just like this, a split level. Yeah, it brings back all kinds of memories. And nothing says the 50s to me like paneling.
Boy, they got a lot of it, don't
They do. One thing I did notice is that the downspouts, back in that area, you could put the rainwater downspouts and bring them inside the building. So it comes in here, and you can't do that anymore. You can't let the rainwater tie into the sewer system, so we're going to make that go away.
So we got water coming in there, and we are below grade at this point.
Yeah, I mean, there's that Right here, we're worried about water here, so Charlie's going to open up this floor and see what's going on and a little bit of moisture that we see here.
Okay.
A couple of window air conditioners in the building. We can do better than that. There's one more level right here, our basement. This is actually 4 levels in this house. Watch your head. So, look at this thing. This is original equipment, a gas-fired heating boiler from 1957.
57, huh?
And I look at this and I realize that our family business did hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of these, and we worked in this neighborhood. So there's a very good chance that my father or our family business crew installed this thing originally.
Maybe your dad put it in and you're going to take it out.
That's right. So it goes into a chimney massing right here. We've got a separate water heater next to it, gas-fired.
Yep.
Look at this here.
What is
There's
this?
a fireplace right here. Now, it seems weird to have a fireplace in the basement with low ceilings like this, but
Papers, your rubbish
that's
down
right.
here?
Use it up a chimney right here.
Okay.
So mechanically, we've got a full-size copper water main right here. Now, we have a new addition with a garage that goes off sort of kitty corner this way, and it's going to have a doorway coming here. But this is too low. So Charlie wants to dig this down by a foot or two and see if we can make this much more usable space.
Well, if it's the entryway to the house, I mean, that makes sense, right?
Yep. Here's our point of exit for our sewer system. So this will be where we work all of our new plumbing into it. We got a washer and dryer here. We're not sure where this will go.
Cast iron looks pretty good,
Yep.
right?
And a full-size gas supply, so that's in good shape. We don't do anything on that.
It looks almost new.
That's right. And then electrical is a 100-amp panel, so we're going to have to upgrade that.
Okay. So obviously you need time to plan. We know that maybe we'll take it down.
Yeah.
But you're going to figure out how we're going to upgrade all these systems.
Kind of heated and cooled in a place with no spaces.
Yeah. All right. Well, don't come out of the basement until you're done.
I'm always down.
Thank you, Richard.
So now the living room really has a high ceiling, and it gives you the illusion of this space being really big. But the house isn't that big. About how many square feet is it?
The house is about 1,400 square feet.
Yeah, that's kind of small.
Yeah.
All right, so what's the plan for the living room? It's going to be changed.
Yes, so the living room is going to be our future kitchen. So these windows here, they're really nice and bring in a lot of light, but we're going to use this wall as the main counter area for a new kitchen.
Right.
And in order for the kitchen to the counter to go all the way to the wall, the stairs here will be filled in,
And
in fact moved to this area where the fireplace is currently.
So the chimney and fireplace has to go.
Yes, they're both going, and the new stairs will take us down to the lower level from
That's
there.
great. Now I know that this wall is going to go because the addition's going out here.
That's correct. So the whole house is going to get pushed out about 15 or 20 feet in that direction. And it's going to have a high ceiling, but there's going to be a garage underneath and a new living area above it.
So you're going to step from this floor into the new living room.
Yes, there'll be a couple of steps from this area to the living room, just to accommodate the ceiling for the garage.
Yeah.
But
But it's going to be nice and open.
it is going to be nice and open. There's not going to be any walls in between.
Great. All right, and what's the plan for the old kitchen?
So, now that our new kitchen is going to be in that direction, this entire kitchen is going to get demoed, essentially.
Yeah, well, I look at these kitchen cabinets, and these are definitely original to the house. I think the countertops probably been changed once, but these shelves are kind of new. So what's going on here?
This entire space gets demoed, including, this wall, the stove, and it opens up the whole area. The fridge will save and move it to the basement as
That's
a
a
spare.
good idea.
And there'll be a small powder room in this corner. But the rest of the wall, it's just going to go away patio.
Well, that's great, because you can have a little table in here and get to the yard.
That's
Great. All right, I want to check upstairs and see what's going on with the bedrooms.
All right, thanks.
So mid-century modern have different levels, and this would be the upper level. And this is the main bathroom right here. Looks like they've had some work done. The original tile on the wall, and I'd say that's the original tub. New tile floor, toilet, vanity, and mirror. So there's been some work done. Let's see what's going on in this bedroom back here. Hi, Nia.
Hey, Tommy.
This is a nice bedroom here, but it's kind of small.
It is, but this is the largest one that we have.
So this was probably the master bedroom.
I think so.
Yeah. So this is pretty unusual. I don't think I've ever seen a window in a bedroom that looks down to the family room.
Yeah, I mean, I agree, and I think we want to close this off.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Acoustical ceiling tiles, they look original.
Yeah, I think it's original, and I think they're good for the sound,
Oh, they're good for the sound, yeah.
but I don't like the look.
I don't either. And those recessed light fixtures, I know those are original.
Yeah, they're fine.
But you want those gone too. I don't blame you. All right, so what's the plans for this room?
So this is going to be Nisa's bedroom, our daughter's bedroom. So we want to change the flooring to hardwood,
Hardwood flooring, yeah.
change the ceiling, and we want to add a bathroom to her room. So we are going to use some of this closet space to add a bathroom,
That's a good idea.
and then keep some closet space next to it. And that's pretty much it for this room.
Okay, so what about you guys, the master bed?
Let me show you.
All right, lead the way.
So this bathroom is going to stay, but we want to make this into a master bath, so we really want to expand this out.
So you're going to close up this wall, and this will become a
That's
hallway. Now this bedroom here is going to be what?
So this bathroom is going to come out into this space, and next to it will be a closet.
Okay, so I know we have a wall that's going to go up here that's going to create a hallway behind Nisha's bathroom, and this window right here, you're going to get a doorway to go through there.
That's right. So, and out there would be our bedroom, just above the guest suite.
Mm-hmm. A guest suite down below.
Guest suite is
Right, now it's pretty cool. That bedroom is actually going to go on a slight angle, which is going to be nice. It's going to go out about 15 to 16 feet.
It's going to be a huge space.
Kind of exciting, isn't it?
It is, for sure.
All right.
Back in the 50s, this neighborhood was filled with Victorians and colonials and capes. So when this house was built, it made a big statement. Well, 60 years later, you could argue that its boxy, angular look hasn't really kept up with the times, but we're going to work on that with a local architect, Linda Hamlin. Linda, nice to meet you. And not just local, actually a neighbor. You live right up there.
It's true.
So do you agree with our assessment that maybe it has not kept up with the times?
I think that's correct.
All right. Well, you're going to help us fix that. We do have some restrictions on what we can do. What are
That's
those?
right. It needs to be revealed, so it can't be hidden behind additions. And they have a say on the type of materials and the windows that you use.
All right. Well, nothing we haven't encountered in the past. Let's
That's
talk
right.
about what we are going to do.
Certainly.
You brought us a model. Thank you for that. Let's see. So
Here we are.
this is the box
existing
that has this, and we're
That's
kind of
right.
standing right here.
That's right.
What are we adding?
We're adding 2 wings. This right here will be the entry, which has its own canopy roof over it.
And the idea here is that we're no longer confused sort of how to enter the house. We now know that this is the spot.
That's right. This is public spaces, so we have a garage that's going underneath with a living room above.
So one car
And a
coming
balcony,
here.
1 car there, expanded living room. On the other side, this wing will be the bedroom wing. You'll notice that the 2 additions are canted from the original house.
And in the original, we started with 1,400 square feet. How much are we adding?
We're doubling the size.
Doubling. Okay, so bedrooms on this side.
That's right.
And you've kept the shed roof.
We have reversed the pitch on the additions, so
Okay.
it stays the same that way. And we've changed the window style. The existing house has banded windows, strip windows.
Strips right
That's right, with vertical siding. The new additions have vertically oriented windows
here. This.
and horizontal siding.
So this is to your point that we're going to know this is the original house. We're not hiding it in any way. We're not pretending like these were always here.
Correct.
Stay in the vernacular, but make sure that we know they're
Right.
different.
That's right.
All right, well, that's going to go a long way to changing how the house looks and how it's used. I know that you've got a few homes that have been in this style that have sort of held up with the times that you've been willing to show us. Shall we
That's
take a
right.
trip?
Definitely. Right now, we're in the Six Moon Hill neighborhood in Lexington. This was a community developed by a group of architects that were building these in the 40s and 50s. New concept, modern houses out with nature. They also have a lot of community. They have swimming pool, they have fields. But the big emphasis here is on these houses that really relate to the landscape.
Literally sort of just built into nature. It is overwhelmed by trees, into the side of the hill, and similar materials that we have back at our house.
That's right, vertical siding, shed roofs.
And a series of boxes, very angular, all strung together.
That's right.
You can literally just see right through the house.
That's right. Shall we go in and look at it?
Love to.
We're coming into actually my most favorite rooms because it's just filled with glass on both. This side, it's coming at us.
Will we have this much glass in Brookline?
It's a little different situation in Brookline. We don't have the forest on either side of the house, but we're adding a lot.
Okay. Now, I noticed the lower ceilings in here sort of compresses you down, but that's
right.
by design.
By design, so we can emphasize the other part of the house, which has the most relationship, I think, to the Brookline house. because we have the shed roof that's going over. We have low point, high point. We have the small stairs.
And the stairs are sort of leading us between these levels, which is so typical.
That's right.
I mean, you could have gone up. We went down, and in just this one space here, we've got 3 levels to play with.
That's right. And that helps the family to share the public spaces because you have your own spaces, but they're communicating with one another.
And look what happens when you add these levels, right? So this loft right here has got space above, but it also creates this very intimate space beneath it, right? The little writing desk.
Shared family space. You can be alone in here. You can also be outside in the living room. This is what we would like to create in Brookline. We've big open spaces, but with enough variety that the family can share it together.
So this house was built around the same time as ours, 60 years later.
That's right.
This works still.
That's right. I would be thrilled to live here.
All right. Well, we're really looking forward to what you're going to do for our house.
Yes, I hope to be thrilled to live there as well.
All right. Our house may have maintained its mid-century bones, but the landscape has got no clear style at all. And our landscape architect, Blair Hines, is going to help us with that. Blair, nice to meet you. So where did you start?
Well, interestingly enough, we started right where we're standing, which is a new garage is being built.
Going to go right here.
It's going to go right here. And the problem is, you can see if you look up the private way here, all the water's coming down this way.
You're worried about water running down into the house.
It's going to be going towards the garage, and the idea here is, can we regrade the driveway so the water, yes, it'll start to come in here a bit, but then it would slide out towards the street. We're also going to have a little curved edge in here so that, again, that would help keep the water from the garage.
The other thing that I learned from Linda was that the main street right here, there is a sort of a formal entrance, but we'd rather enter the house from the back, more private side. This is the new main entry point?
That's right, because if you think about it, here's this really busy street, and it would be nice to have your front entrance up on this really nice private way.
Sure.
And so I'd like to show you what we're thinking about up here. And then, of course, the front entry needs a new front walk, and so the idea was to reuse these granite bollards, but to move them in so that they don't get hit by the snowplow anymore.
Hence the one that's down already.
Exactly.
So you'll enter into the house this way.
Into the house this way, and then the next thing we have is we have a new outdoor space up here that we want to create, which is actually below the grade of where we're walking now.
So I'm with you on taking the fence away, although on this side of the house, it is the only protection they have, the only privacy.
Yes. Their only private yard will be here, and the idea is we're going to create a little sunken patio with a seat wall. And that one of the things interesting is they want all the materials to be concrete. So we're getting some really nice cast concrete wall blocks and some nice concrete pavement so that it fits with the overall modern aesthetic.
And how do we get our privacy, though?
Well, it'll be with a new fence.
Oh, there is a new fence.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
It'll be a new modern fence that will be made with nice horizontal cedar boards.
Cool. All right. So as you wrap around the house, this is really the only yard they have right now, but
Exactly.
a lot of this is going to be taken up by the addition.
Yes, exactly. The new addition comes within 7.5 feet of the property line.
Yes.
And one of the real issues was this tree that the neighbor wanted us to protect.
I bet.
So we have now a set of steps that comes up from the patio and then comes down to go around the building into the new entrance into where the parents are going to be living.
There'll be another room right here
There
for them.
will be, yes.
And the old front yard, what becomes of all of this?
Well, these trees are actually all invasives, and the worst of it is they're starting to tear apart this old historic wall. And so what we want to do is we want to take down all these trees.
All of them go.
All of them, repair the wall, but we're going to be replanting along in here an evergreen screen. We're going to be putting a lot of nice shade-loving perennials and ferns in here, and then some accent flowering trees out there at the front.
Will this stay?
I think it needs to be replaced, but essentially this door is still going to be here. We're going to have a stoop.
Yep.
We're going to have a couple of panels of concrete pavement, and we'll be replacing or fixing the steps here and repairing the wall.
All right. Well, you definitely have a plan.
We do.
When and where do you guys get started?
Well, we get started by taking down all these trees, taking down the fence, and then it's up to you guys to get that house started.
All right. Appreciate it, Blair. Looking forward to it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Hey, Tommy. Hey, Charlie.
Hey, Kevin.
You guys start tackling this back room, Richard said you had concerns about moisture back here.
Yeah, we have a high grade outside, and so we're going to want to check out any moisture penetrating through the foundation.
All right.
Yeah, and we also want to verify that we think this floor is a poured concrete. The architect says it's wood frame. We want to verify that it is poured concrete.
Sledgehammer ought to tell you.
Yeah. Right. All right, let's pull off some of this panel. Why don't you try hitting this with a sledgehammer? Maybe it'll break. We might have to cut that plaster.
Look at that, huh? I ought to tell you something, right?
Yeah.
The corner's dry, but we're going to remove the rest of the paneling to make sure it's all dry.
And the floor, it is a concrete slab. The architect thought it was wood frame. The homeowners are thinking about putting radiant heat down here, so we're going to have to make provisions for that.
Imagine all the fun with the demo?
Oh, yeah.
What do you guys think about this project?
It's going to be a great transformation.
You know, this is a mid-century modern. We haven't done one of these for a long time. I'm really looking forward to it.
Well, as you guys know, we wrapped up our project in Jamestown, Rhode Island recently, and we're getting new apprentices for this project. But first, we've got to say goodbye to our graduating class right here. Kevin and Mary, you guys are on to bigger and better things. Mary, what are your plans?
Just hoping to build upon what I've learned here with you guys, and I'd really love to find a way to share that knowledge with other people who are new to the trades.
All right. And you, Kevin?
Staying with Sweener and going to keep building.
That's awesome. Glad to hear it. Well, we appreciate all of the hard work, and we wish you the best of luck. It's been a pleasure working with you guys. So
Likewise.
Thank you. All right. Well, next time we are going to continue with demo on our mid-century modern. So until then, Kevin O'Connor.
I'm Charlie Silva.
I'm Tom Silva.
I'm Rich Trethewey.
Mary McGuire-Smith.
Kevin Barker.
For this old house here in Brookline.
Want to swing the hammer one more time? Come on.
All right.
Smash something.
Next time on This Old House.
We look back at our first This Old House project to see how it has survived for the last 40 years.
Wow, 40 years, huh?
We look good.
You look good.
If you're demoing a house built in the 50s, chances are it has asbestos.
And anytime we find the slightest trace of asbestos, it changes everything, right? Demolition automatically becomes more expensive, it takes longer, and not anybody can do it. For more of This Old House, go to pbs.org/thisoldhouse, where you can watch full episodes anytime. And follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. This Old House magazine, the companion to our television series, provides trusted information from our team of experts. You can use your credit card to subscribe for 1 year. That's 6 issues for $10. Just call 1-800-221-5900.